Hello everyone and welcome. I'm back from my second solo trip with two dogs. This is a Chevy Equinox and we treat it like it's just a mobile tent. That's what this is. I'm not living out of it. I'm camping out of it. So I went with my dogs to Ludington, Michigan and stayed at the state park there at the Cedar Campground. And I spent 4 nights there, and I spent 1 night at a rest stop going and 1 night at a rest stop coming back. And so this is my second aftermath as part of my process of trying to refine my system here. So I guess I'll start at the back right here. So at camp, I had taken this out and put it on tables, and that worked well along with the stove. And I am planning to get something else to use as a shade and screen canopy situation, probably something that houses the dogs, so maybe an enclosed tent. So that I'm going to refine, but all of this worked well. I guess I'll go into detail as to what everything is. So paper towels, I have a fire extinguisher, I do have a carbon monoxide monitor as well, but it's in kind of the top of one of the drawers, so the flashing light doesn't bother me so much. This is a single burner butane stove. These are rug grips. You're going to see these everywhere. I have vinegar and water for washing my dishes. And then this bag right here houses everything I need for the dogs: dog food, dog treats, their wardrobe, their leashes, medications, just anything that I need for them is generally all in there. And then I've been keeping the food and water bowl on top, and that has worked pretty well. The bedding didn't get into it. And then this is plastic disposables, Ziplocs and twist ties and all that kind of stuff. This is utensils and kind of long, skinny kind of things. This is pans, bowls, dishes, all of that. And then the bottom one is mostly like appliances, kind of little cookers and dashboard cookers and whatnot. So that all worked well. I'm happy with it. So come over here. I ended up keeping the dog what I call their country leashes, or their retractable extended leashes. I kept keeping there. And then this is just a little Dollar Tree rug I put out underneath when I'm at a campsite for my shoes and to protect my feet a little bit from getting so much dirt in. So coming up from here's my taser. This little S-hook, I can't put much weight on these moldings, but that was a great place to keep my keys to lock it and unlock it at night and know exactly where they were. So that worked great. And then here's my headlamp that I always use at camp. And here's my sun hat, my jacket. Here's my personal shower bag. Any of that kind of stuff is in there. That's where I will put shoes if I have to, but right now the dogs, harnesses and a vest and the dog things tend to get shoved right there too. So behind this bag, I have my female urinals right there. And behind that is dirty laundry and my additional pairs of shoes. So that is mostly that side. And then my system, this drawer is a 5-drawer system from Amazon. It's got cloth drawers and a solid top. The gripper worked great, going all the way across to keep things from sliding. So that was an improvement. And then over here I just have all of my miscellaneous, anything I need at night, lip balm, flashlights, hand lotion, my iPad. That's the most easily accessible drawer right there. So just all of those things go there. Here's socks, underwear, jackets, swimsuit, all of that sort of stuff. Things I need for cold weather, whatnot are in there. And over here is food. Down below is mostly fans, but also some additional grippy things and anything I might need. That's that kind of like appliance or almost a hardware junk drawer kind of thing. But lots of fans are down in there. And then on the left side is all of my clothing. And I think I have a couple extra pairs of changes of clothes that I didn't end up using. And so for me, that's perfect. A couple extra spare emergencies was great. Much better than last time. Okay, over here, I'll go to the back side. I just have like some cleaning, Lysol, that kind of stuff. There's the grip. There is a camping bag, and in that I have, guy lines, fire starters, mallet, some extra tent stakes, any of those kind of things. This is mostly window sorts of coverings, the screen, and some privacy curtains and whatnot. This is these expand, and these are the sunshades for all of the windows. Then there's my camping chair, and I'm not going to unpack all of this, but that is most of the stuff I use to camp. My fire poking stick, my tables, there's a paper towel that I didn't end up needing. So all kinds of tables and camping sort of stuff. This all fits kind of right in that spot right there. So that all worked well. This time I know it looks just as crowded as ever, but I developed a system so I could put my camping chair and not have to pull everything else out. And like I said, I'm going to get a different canopy system than what I had. So most of what I want to change are things that are kind of down in there, that I would like something a little more stable. It stormed quite a bit when we were in Michigan, and it was just too many poles and guy lines and stakes, and everything kept coming loose. So I need something more stable. And like I said, something that the dogs I can kind of contain them would be nice, so they didn't have to be in the car as much. Okay, and then here's dog shampoo, dish soap. Down here, we used up all our waters. There's the power lines I ran to the power I had at site. This is just my snack bag. There's also some dog food in there because it just got thrown in there. That's mostly depleted, so I did a better job this time with that. That's empty. That's just a coffee that I use to dispense water at campsites. And garden sprayer, that worked well. And here we are. We'll see. So this is a 300 watt power station, and this refrigerator has been running off of it for about 26 plus hours, maybe in that range, more than 24. And right now it's at 14%. So that is pretty good. It did what I needed it to do was keep the refrigerator running until I got to the electric campsite, power at the campsite, and then until I got back home. So that worked out great. And I also used it to charge my phone and things at night when I was there, and then just made sure it was fully charged before I was leaving the site. So that worked great. So like I said, just some of the things for actually at camp that I'd like to change. But the system, having the refrigerator up front, worked better. That worked fine. Gave us a little bit more room in the backside, and the dogs were happy. Actually, most of the time, both of them just wanted to be, I'll come around to the other side, in that little jump seat area. So both of them spent most of their time, here's just kind of looking out from that area. And so that worked great. That's just my personal hip pack used for hiking as well. And then, fair warning, this morning I found a tick on me. So both of the dogs are on tick, flea, and heartworm preventative medications. So they're very unlikely to affect the dogs, but what does happen is they carry the ticks to me. So anyway, so far I have thoroughly checked this bedding. I did find one, but I want to get all of this in the wash, obviously, immediately, and not cart it into the rest of the house. I bathed both dogs immediately when we came in. Didn't see any ticks come off of them. So that's good. They're not heavily infested, but I'm going to be using the same shampoo on me and make sure I am not infested. So but at first I want to get this laundry started, of course. So this is just a regular pillow, and underneath I have a pillow that it's really necessary because there's this gap right here, and it's really necessary to give me something to rest against. And these pillows I primarily use for the same thing. These are just dog pillows. And then this is my blanket, this fleece. This is a twin size fleece. This I keep all the way pulled up all day long, so it doesn't get as dirty and gross and whatnot. And then I can just actually take it and shake it out. You know, I do wipe the dogs down before I put them in. That's what this towel is here. I wipe down their paws and their underside. So it minimizes it, but you know, we went to the beach, so there's still dirt and sand. So I leave this all the way up during the day, so whatever gets on it, and then I can just, you know, brush it out or whatever, and then I pull it up for me to sleep in. And so then it's relatively clean. Right now it's not, but you know, it's the end of the trip, but it stays relatively clean for me that way. That's my little tip if you're trying to do something like this with the dogs. And then my other is that I pull the twin all the way over to here, because by the time I get in and settle, the dogs are on top of it, so I can't move the blanket anywhere. That's kind of why I have these. They can use those however they want on top, but then I get up and under that. And then I have all these pillows that I can, you know, put between my legs or however I want. So that's been working out really comfortably. So thank you so much, everybody who's come along so far, and welcome anybody who is just joining me. And so this is my ongoing process to refine this so I can continue to just camp and explore and go on adventures with my dogs. So thank you so much for joining me again. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.